Cool. Hello, everybody. My name is Neil Moore. I'm from City of Summerside, Department of Economic Development. It's very interesting to be here because 20 years ago, I would have been in the student seat on the other side of this. And here I am as a presenter. So how about that? The reason I'm here today is because I would like to solicit everyone in attendance to consider Summerside as a place for your future. So I'm going to be taking you through what Summerside is about, who we are, some basic information about us, and then what kind of opportunities you can find here. And so diving in, there you see our department. There's my boss, Mike, the director of the department on the left, and yours truly on the right. Basically about us, we are here to facilitate and secure investment in the city of Summerside. If people want to do business here, come here, remain here, expand here, relocate here, etc., you think of us as a business concierge. It's our job to hold those people's hands and allow them to execute their plans. Our goal, you could boil it down to three things: increase the population, increase the number of jobs, increase our commercial assessment. So jobs is in bold because that's what I'm here to talk to you about today. If I know of places that are hiring, it's my obligation to help them with that. It's a very core duty of mine. And it's not just business related stuff that we do. Sometimes we find ourselves in the realm of education, healthcare, or housing. And when I say education, that includes childcare as well. Any topic that's top of mind for Summerside businesses are top of mind for us. Here's some basic stuff about Summerside, just in case you didn't know where we are. It's outlined there on that map, about an hour's drive from where many of you are sitting right now, I suspect. Second largest city, population of 16,000 people, service area about 45,000 people, and that would extend from about O'Leary to Hunter River. So people in that part of PEI would have some sort of dependence, typically on Summerside, whether it's for their entertainment, their sports, their groceries, their schooling, that sort of thing. Our key sectors you see there: aerospace, IT, light manufacturing, green energy, and of course your traditional sectors, fishing, farming, tourism. Those are big all over the province. Same sort of thing here. We are no exception. In the bottom right, you see a picture of our wind farm. That was really the beginning of our green energy, clean tech journey back in 2009. And a big part for why Blue Wave AI is here with us, the presenter that Susie just talked about. 600,000 visitors usually per year in terms of tourism. That's pre-COVID. We're about half that now. 2021 numbers about half that. And as I mentioned, about an hour's drive from where UPEI is, and a 25-minute drive to the bridge. Here are some key amenities of Summerside. You see our hospital, built in 2003, upper left, acute care hospital. Below that, bottom left, there's our boardwalk, 7-kilometer boardwalk that goes along our harbor front, our beach, very popular for residents, tourists alike. Bottom right, that would be Rotary Friendship Park, 64 acres of year-round trails for skiing, biking, fat biking, hiking, etc. And top right would be one of our crown jewels in Summerside, Credit Union Place. You could really think of that as the center of Summerside: entertainment, recreation, special events. There's been many international performances given there, national sport competitions. There's all sorts of stuff, both inside and out. Not to mention a new hotel whose grand opening that I attended just yesterday that is attached to the facility. Some brief Summerside indicators just to show you how we've been growing like crazy in the past couple of years. Our building permits past 4 years been about double, $50 million compared to the past 2005 to 2018, where the average was about 25 million. We are building residential, commercial, industrial like crazy. The next one I'm particularly proud of, immigrant permanent landings. Traditionally, Summerside didn't see a lot of that. Whenever someone moved to Prince Edward Island, only 2.1% of people would end up here. 2015 and prior, That number has been climbing steadily, and now it's a massive increase, 16.3%, which is more than I could have hoped for. And then the last one there, you see business vacancy rates have gone way down since I've had this job. 11% down to 3% represents absorption of about 250,000 square feet across all sectors. Something, again, I never would have guessed. And I'll quickly go through some current projects that we're working on. You see on the right there, those solar panels, our Summerside Sunbank, $68 million project that is absolutely enormous for a city our size. It's going to bring, together with our wind farm that I pointed out, up to about 70% renewables for the entire city. And our hope is to get to 100% in the next decade. Bottom left, you see a site there. We are going to be building a new eco park building there in the spring. It's going to represent the new industrial space in Summerside that hasn't been seen in probably 40 years. And it's also going to be net zero, the first of its kind in the province. And the bottom right, there's a key piece of downtown that we, the city of Summerside, took on, demolished, made it shovel ready for developers. And we are going to have some major news about that one later in 2023. And so this is the main event. This is what I wanted to talk to you about most. There are many employers. You see Blue Wave at the top in the middle there. Maybe you'll get to hear from them a little later. This is a broad survey of businesses in Summerside that are either hiring or that are going to be hiring. So top left, that's like the aerospace group. Aerospace, almost 1,000 employees would be doing that sort of thing in Summerside between those three companies. Aerospace is making a cautious recovery. It was one of the hardest hit industries during the pandemic. Their military contracts would have got them through the worst part of it, but now they're looking to grow again. You'll find administrative opportunities, technical opportunities within those companies. The bottom left is kind of the industrial grouping. Kern and Briggs would be heavy industrial. Strategic is into construction. Mila Supply is into cannabis infusions. Kern and Briggs, one of the oldest companies in Summerside. So within those, that grouping, you'll find opportunities in construction, in things like project management, equipment operators, foremen, that sort of thing. Mila, I'll mention just an explicit note. They moved here from BC a couple years ago, and they're not operating at full power yet, but it will be soon. And whenever that happens, likely this year sometime, they're going to have a 10,000 square foot plant to run. They're going to need the workers to do that, supervisors, finance related, production related, that sort of thing. Moving over to the bottom right in the light blue there, Sharon O'Halloran is an accountant, and she has a firm here in Summerside. She's grown a couple times over the past couple of years. She's looking to grow again. There'd be all sorts of work for her to do if she had more bookkeepers, more accountants at various levels. So if finance is your thing, that would be something to look into. The remaining unboxed companies, the 9 that you see in the middle and on the right, those are all IT companies. And that's quite something for Summerside because 20 years ago, there'd only be one of those on this list. A lot of people have come here since, representing hundreds of employees and lots of offerings. Blue Wave, I'll let them talk about themselves if the schedule allows. They're into energy scheduling using AI algorithms. That's why they're with us, because of our wind farm, solar farm, and our electric utility. You have business process outsourcing from IO Solutions, managed services from Fully Managed and Starport, radiology information systems from RadNet, FinTech for WorkLinks up in the top corner, Funky Finger video games, and Maximus eHealth. And then the last one, Mydoma, is an application for interior design. So there's lots of breadth. There's lots of opportunities in Summerside, and it's always changing. Some of these on here are not hiring now, but they'll be hiring eventually. And that's kind of my point in being here today, is that let me be your concierge, that word I mentioned at the beginning of the presentation. Reach out to me. We can have a dialogue. I can tell you how things are going. I can tell you who's hiring. I can connect you to people. Sometimes jobs aren't advertised, but I know people are looking. There's not anyone on this screen that you're looking at that would be upset that I forward them a resume, even if they're not hiring right now. So if you're looking to build relationships, start a dialogue, I'm your guy. Almost done now. I'll just end it here by saying Summerside's a growing place, one that people are paying lots of attention to. You can have the best of opportunity and lifestyle here. And last, that is me. That is how you get a hold of me, my phone number, my email address. And if you care to, there's our website, bigpossibilities.ca. I encourage you to reach out. Your career path it's never easy to figure out, and there's no real silver bullet to it either. But I can help you sift through some of that difficulty. And is your future in Summerside? It very well could be. If you want to chat about that more, please reach out. And Susie, that concludes my presentation.